Today's episode is brought to you by Modern Grower. Modern Grower is the go-to source for 100% organic, GMO-free microgreen seeds. Trusted by hundreds of growers for high quality and low prices. If you're growing microgreens, start saving at shop.moderngrower.co.
So you'd also mentioned that earlier you had talked about, you did some good market research in the beginning that really helped you, but also you didn't do enough market research. And do you think this is one of the things that might have come up in doing more market research when your market is the restaurant industry or the grocery industry, what their needs are as specific customers that are different? A chef is going to have very different needs than a grocer based on delivery times, quantities, things like that. So is that something that you think in your market research would have made a difference in the beginning in understanding these customers?
I think so, but I think it also would have been helpful to have different sort of talking points for a market, because there's different types of customers, like the grocers versus the restaurants versus an end consumer. And then there's also different areas. Because when we were initially getting started, we were really focused on our immediate area around us. We really were not concerned about going out further and what that would look like. We didn't spend some time just looking up how many businesses that would actually be interested in microgreens actually exist in the city. We just went to one place that we learned about, and then we went to another place, and then we're like, oh, there must be like lots more of these places. So we'll just go and get more racks. No big deal. And then we'll figure it out later. It wasn't like, hey, let's just actually see if the market exists first. So that is a really hard lesson learned, that we just didn't do that. So we got some good results from going to the local farmers market, but not the best result. And we got some good results from going to the local grocery stores. But once we wanted to grow and expand a little bit further, we just assumed we would have those good results moving into other close by cities, and that hasn't really been the case. So it's really been a matter of having to go out much further, drive much longer distances, and incur more costs in order to actually get to the market. That is definitely something that was a bit of a shock for us once we actually started figuring out what was required. Yeah, but then also just knowing the restaurants, like how do you approach a restaurant? What is a chef looking for? If you don't know already, just simply sitting down and brainstorming, put yourself in a chef's shoes and just imagine what their life is like on a daily basis, and think about the types of things that they want and the types of things that they're looking for, and think about the fact that they're really busy and they don't want to spend half an hour on the phone with you talking about microgreens. They do want good quality microgreens, but they definitely don't want to spend half an hour with you. Think about that. Yeah. And so how do you communicate quickly, concisely? How do you get them to communicate with you quickly and concisely? A lot of chefs do not want to have to go to their desk to sit down, open up their computer, and send you an email. So how else can they communicate with you that's faster, that they can do while they're on the go, basically? Texting is really important to a chef, for example, whereas the end consumer really likes to look you in the face and tell you about their whole life story. What's happened to their cousin on the weekend. All very different experiences, and you have to be prepared to handle each one of them with the right materials, the right communication channel, and the right product as well. So what does that person want to eat compared to what that person wants to eat, and how are they cooking, and what is it that they're looking for in their cooking? And that's going to determine what sort of crops you're going to be growing based on your market as well.
Hello, growers. Want to boost your sales, reach new customers, and streamline your sales process, all from your home office? Ready Farmer 1, my book, is your ultimate guide to making it happen. Imagine increasing your farm's revenue without ever spending a Saturday at the farmer's market. The book will show you how to create, design, and market an online farm store, learn from real farmers sharing real stories about how they move their stores online, freeing up their weekends and increasing their sales. Get my book, Ready Farmer 1, on Amazon and transform your farm business today.